It's a big blow for Mamata Banerjee's government. The Calcutta High Court has expressed disappointment over the lack of action by the police against Tapas Pal for his infamous hate speech that was also caught on camera. The judge observed it is unfortunate that despite prima facie evidence of Tapas Pal being accused on 2 counts, making a hate speech and carrying firearms, the police found no case against him. The judge also said that the people's representative is expected to follow a code of conduct. The court said that there is no stay on police action against Tapas Pal. In a public rally, Tapas Pal had threatened to send his men to rape women in the opposition. What happens now, Indrajit? The spotlight has been on the Trinamool for a while as far as action is concerned. And now the spotlight is squarely on the police about why they haven't taken action against this thug.
Well, that's right. This does come in as an embarrassment and an indictment of the police. Now, the decision, the final verdict in this case is still pending. Remember, this comes in the wake of the state government challenging the single bench verdict which had ordered for a CID probe as well as an FIR to be registered against Tapas Pal. Now, the division bench clearly was divided on this issue. Both the judges could not come to a conclusion, and that's the reason why the case has now been transferred to a third judge. And all these, observations of the court come during the hearing before the third judge.
Yes.
So coming as it is, these does look like strict observations being made by the third judge. One can really guess as to what is the kind of verdict that one can expect from the court. The hearing has been completed, the verdict is still pending, but in any case, this does come in as an embarrassment for the government because what we saw in the cartoon controversy, the professor from Jadavpur University was arrested for sending out an innocuous cartoon of the chief minister. If that was considered to be grave enough for the police to initiate such an action, then what brings to the mind is why is it that the police found that this was not grave enough to lodge an FIR or arrest Tapas Pal in spite of his open hate speech that was recorded and that was public.
Indro, stay with me for a moment. Well, the Trinamool Congress is feeling the heat. That's not the only place. On the streets and inside the courtrooms for its alleged role in the Sarda scam and for shielding its MP despite his rape rant. On 2 fronts, the Trinamool is completely buffeted right now. Didi's foot soldiers tried hitting back with their own aggressive protest, even making the state's law minister take the law into their own hands. But soon it looked like a battle of protests on the streets of Bengal, with the Congress and BJP hitting back with full force. The heat is on the government, Mamata Banerjee, the Trinamool Congress. They're firebombing at this time, Indrajit. But this double whammy by the High Court, the spotlight on the police as far as Tapas Pal is concerned, and the Sarda scam with the attendant assault politically by the BJP is big pressure for the Trinamool.
Well, that's right. Just barely few hours left before tomorrow's very crucial by-polls which are going to take place in West Bengal to 2 constituencies. And coming as it is on the heels of it, the Sarda scam exploding on the face of the Trinamool Congress, with one Trinamool Congress leader being arrested, with 3 Trinamool Congress MPs being grilled, and 1 Trinamool Congress leader quitting the party. This does come in as a huge shock for the party. They're trying to, somehow wriggle out of this entire mess that the Sarda has created for them. We haven't heard from the Chief Minister, mind you. Mamata Banerjee completely mum, and she's, it seems like the Trinamool Congress has decided to take the fight politically, and that's the reason why it was the second day of the consecutive protest that took place outside the CBI.
And let's just play out some reactions to this fresh challenge to the Trinamool is concerned. Lots of reactions coming in. Let's just play out some of those.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के निर्देश पर सीबीआई जांच कर रहा है। यह बहुत दुर्भाग्यजनक बात है कि हमारा यहां का जो लॉ मिनिस्टर है, जिसके हाथ में लॉ है, कानून देखने का जिम्मेदार जो आदमी है, वो कानून के खिल्ली उड़ाकर सीबीआई के खिलाफ रास्ता पे उतरा है।
I have my identity as a worker of my party first, then I am law minister. What CBI says is no matter for me.